Now, we knew that Leia was going to be good. But we didn't realize she was going to be this good. That is insane. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the tribe. I have an inbox message. I must click it. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen of the tribe, to another Galaxy of Heroes video with me, your boy Scribe. How the devil are we doing? We're seeing into that weekend like we mean it, baby. It's Friday. But I just did come across a little bit of information here that was surprising that I didn't realize about Leia. And I'm talking about our next conquest unit, that is Leia Jedi Training. This one over here, she looks phenomenal. By side note, by the way, freaking great without the helmet. She should be Kylo Ren in it full time, baby. She looks great. Good character model. Well done, CG. Proud of you. Anyway, the one thing that I want to point out is this, the final lesson. This ability over here, it does absolutely insane damage, and I didn't realize reading through the kit that it is not like the JML's inherited teachings. It raises its damage in the same ways, but it's different in a few key points that is going to change things heavily. She is going to be scary. The JML team is going to have teeth. Listen to this, okay? In case you haven't seen the kit reveal, go ahead, watch my video on the kit reveal, put it out the other day. She's going to be elevating JML's team massively, alright? Deal physical damage to the target enemy. Jedi allies gain 50% offense for one turn. That includes herself, so the next time she takes ability, she's going to gain 50% offense, right? Jedi allies' protection recovery is increased by 10%, and enemy protection is decreased, their recovery by 10%. Each time it's used infinitely, right? There's no like stacking cap on that. If Jedi Master Luke Skywalker is the ally in the leader slot, he gains 10% ult charge and an additional 10% ult charge per stack of Jedi lessons Leia Jedi Training has. Remove 100% turn meter from the target enemy, which can't be resisted. Deal additional effects based on the target enemy's role. Attackers, you dispel their buff and inflict offense down for 2 turns, which can't be dispelled or resisted. Healers, dispel all debuffs on Leia and inflict heal immunity on the enemy for 2 turns, which can't be dispelled or resisted. Tanks, call all other Jedi allies to assist and inflict defense down for 2 turns, which can't be dispelled nor resisted. Now, in Grand Arena, with her Omicron, and this is not a 3v3 or a 5v5, it's all Grand Arenas, deal an additional instance of damage to all enemies based on Jedi Master Luke Skywalker's max protection and dispel all debuffs on Jedi allies. So if you don't know, if we were to take a look at JML, on his leadership, that was me trying to click this text search. If we were to go up to Galactic Legends over here, why am I having a hard time right now? What Galactic Legend? Scribbles. This is the alt account, as you can tell. Under his leadership, he gets this ability called Inherited Teachings. Okay, so get this. Gain Jedi lessons for 3 turns and call target other light side ally to assist, dealing 90% less damage. Then they deal true damage to the target enemy based on 60% of Jedi Master Luke Skywalker's base max protection, which can't be evaded. So essentially what happens is, say you've got, let's just say you've got 100,000 protection on your JML. When you use Inherited Teachings, you are going to be dealing 60,000 damage when you call someone to assist as true damage. Leia's GAC Omicron on that second special is very similar, but very importantly different in 2 key ways. One, it doesn't say that it is based on 60% of JML's max protection. If we go ahead and look at the ability mechanics, real quick before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen, if I can just ask you one massive favor. When I check the metrics on my channel, I noticed that about 50% of you haven't subscribed to the channel. Every single subscriber on this channel really does help grow my channel and push out my content to more and more people. Doesn't cost you a thing, and you will always get notified when I put out new content. So if you hit that sub button right here, right now, I'll make an oath to you to try and bring the best content in all Swigger that you will ever see. And if not, I will bring you the boldest content. And that's got to be worth a like. Thanks, Troy. Just over here, we can see that the damage it deals, which should be a part that's in red, over here, it's based on 30%. 30%, not 60%, which in the first instance sound like, oh, we're doing less damage. But it's not strictly true, because the way that this calculates damage, by the looks of things, is based on JML's current max protection, which means if you increase his max protection after battle, it's going to do more damage. She has uniques that raises his protection. Not only that, Datacrons, the level 3 Datacron that gives 15% health and protection for light side allies. That applies after the start of battle, which means it doesn't increase the damage on inherited teachings, but it would theoretically increase the damage on this attack. Okay, so you can see over here it's based on the context value, puts the target and their protection value, which is their current protection, into context value, and then it does 30% of that with a damage variance of 500. Now that's the first key difference between this and inherited teachings. The second key difference between this and inherited teachings is this little tag in the descriptor here. It's physical damage, not true damage. That's really important because physical damage, unlike true damage, can critically hit, which means you're going to do critical damage, which can amplify that damage even further. Now it does mean it comes into play with armor, so armor penetration is going to matter. Enemies with loads of defense might reduce this damage somewhat, but because you can crit, it means you can increase the damage quite a lot. And because this is based on JML's current protection, it means you can increase this damage count significantly higher. Let's just take a look. Let's not forget, this inherited teachings does damage based on his base protection, so it takes into account his stats, whatever level he is. This one's unlocked, but say you've got 100k, it's going to take into account the stats that you get from mods to your protection. So say 30% of your protection there is based on mods. It's going to take into account the increase in stats that you get from the stats on Datacrons, right? Because they add before the battle starts. They kind of count like mods in that respect. So that will count. But things that won't count is going to be stuff like the Galactic Legend Unique. Now, this Galactic Legend Unique grants the unit 10% max health and max protection per Relic Amplifier level. At Relic 10, you're getting 100% base max protection. That's going to significantly increase the damage that she can deal. Significantly. Now, if we also go back to Leia, if you look at her unique Disciples of the Force, if Jedi Master Luke Skywalker is the ally in the leader slot, Jedi allies have 100% max protection until the first time Leia is defeated. As long as she's alive and doesn't die, 100% max protection, on top of the 100% from your R10 JML, on top of all of the additional lovely things that you're going to be getting from this team. And then you throw in the Datacrons, and you throw in the mods, and you throw in everything like that. All of a sudden, your JML's protection is going to be sky high. Really sky high. So provided you crit, which with Leia, she will always crit, basically. I'm pretty sure she has that. Let's find that. You can see over here, whenever she attacks out of turn, she gains a stack of Force Connection, and Jedi Master Luke Skywalker gains 10% more max protection, up to 100%. So she keeps raising his max protection up and above, up and above, and up and above. If Jedi Master Luke Skywalker is the ally in the leader slot, Leia's attacks will critically hit if possible. She will always critically hit unless the enemy has got critical hit immunity. Kind of wild. She's always going to crit, and she's raising his max protection by like 200%. It's going to be nutty, and that's why you see things like this happening. Now, in case you don't know, this footage over here is a JML team going up against PK Hondo. This was taken by Barbarossa, who's on the Swigger Events Discord server. He has his own client of the game running in a private server. Whenever the game gets updated with new characters, he can actually test them, even if we can't. So he got this footage for us right here, right now. Let's just see. Let's just see what happens when Leia yeets, 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 yeets. Wait for it. Boom! Look at the damage here. I mean, obviously the damage variance across the board is a little bit different. You know, we've got 9,155 over here, which is next to nothing. 37,000 over here, but 253,276 over here on Brutus. That's pretty significant. 142,000 on Vane as well. That's pretty significant. I would say, again, and she was targeting a tank. Was that Quiggled over there? No, it's Vane. Sorry, that was Vane that was targeting. So everybody assisted as well. That kind of damage. That kind of damage is kind of nutty. Now, she did have offense up, crit damage up, and all that good business, but that is just insane levels of damage coming out of this unit. This is finally something that is going to make JML feel significant again. Now, I'm not sure if he's going to be so significant that he's going to be a problem on defense. I think he's probably still going to struggle against things like Reaver, for example, and all the sort of things that normally beat him. But this is a really, really good starting place to make a significant change to his effectiveness, and I, for one, cannot wait for our new Lord and Savior JML making Jedi great again. But that is all I've got for you in today's video, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know how you feel about it. What are your thoughts? Are you excited? Will you be getting Jedi Training Leia? JTL? LTJ? That sounds like it's limited. She's a limited Jedi. I mean, she is kind of, in some sense of the word. Anyway, I digress. Make sure you do hit the like button down below. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. And I will see you all in the very next video. Peace out, and may the Force be with you.